So, fellas, back at it again. Another trade recap, except I did not trade today. I know I said I was gonna, but I had another pretty late night last night. And I woke up like an hour into market open, and I checked my phone real quick and I saw this and I was like, yeah, I think I missed my shot. So I continue to sleep in. But I'm gonna just go over like if I was trading, what I'd be looking at, and how I would have took this trade. So first of all, start out with some 4 hour confluences. Yeah, that got disrespected. Okay, well first at the London we had a breaker structure to the upside. So we had an order block. Big old 1 hour order block from this bottom wick to this top wick. You see price was in it. Not too many 1 hour confluences for this. But as you can see, this breaker structure is also a 1 hour liquidity sweep on the New York high as well. Because, well, London session swept out Asia session highs. And then at the end of it, swept out New York highs. It didn't and it swept out 3 levels of liquidity. High resistance liquidity. Asia high, previous New York open high, and this New York open high. So immediately based off that, we can assume, okay, we are probably gonna short. Though our bias would have still been bullish, and I like to be bullish until proven wrong. But with the government shutdown and price action recently, my bias has kind of been changing in and out, which is not a good thing. It should be just one bias, but it's besides the point. So we sweep liquidity, scale down to the 15-minute. This is where I like to get most of my confluences. So we see just boom, Asia highs. I'm going to get rid of these right now because I don't think the Sydney is a thing, if I'm being honest. These are right timing, right? Yeah, okay. So yeah, we sweep Asia high, previous New York high, and previous New York high. So we would have been in like right here. Right as I see this candle come up, I see this is also swept. Okay, big liquidity sweep. What are we looking for? Building blocks. What do we got here? Price imbalance, 15-minute price imbalance. So we marked that out. Boom, 15-minute price imbalance. What do we have here? Breaker structure, order block, order block, but that didn't really test, so whatever. So as price goes on, right, boom, 15 minutes in, 30 minutes in, 45 in, we see price closes over this 15-minute order block. Okay, we scale down. Or not, imbalance, sorry. So price closes down. What do we want to see? We want to see even lower closure to, like, for a continuation of this downtrend, not just like a fake out. So we could look down here, right? We could see, okay, this bar closed, or this candle closed down here. Take a short here. I probably would have tried and take a short here. So you see this whole price imbalance. This is a whole imbalance, and price fully closes under it. It just closes under the previous low, and then closes under the previous low. So I would have entered like right here, because double breaker structure. We know it's not just to fill this imbalance, right? Other than that, like we close in between this imbalance as well. Close past this order block, so it's a breaker block. Equilibrium down here. I don't trade the 1 minute too much because I think it can get a bit overwhelming with all the candles. But like as you see, breaker structure, and we can look for 1 minute confluence. We come all the way down here. Right? We can see prices continue to drop, but say we miss all these entries. It's 10:30, so we're already an hour and a half into market open. We see, what do we see? Oh, we see inverse fair value gap. Price respects it. What does price do? Continues to go lower. So yeah, I would have if I was up in time to take a nice little trade, most likely would have entered based off of this brick structure right here, or the disrespect of this for value gap. And then what are we doing after that? So we'll just put a shorter in there. We'll say we close. We went in there. So our stop loss, we would have put, I most likely for a nice RR, would have put it in either this price imbalance, like at the top of this imbalance. And if I was feeling like I could take a nice, like, if we were looking for big pools of liquidity at the top of that order block, and then what are we targeting? Previous areas of liquidity. So take profit 1, take profit 2, right? Take profit 3, this liquidity down here, and take profit 4. So we would have hit for a 2 to 1.8 or 18 RR, and if we decided to have an even tighter stop loss at the I wouldn't probably recommend that because, well, you know, a risk to reward of 12 is pretty nice. Yeah, price was really smooth today. I really like how it acted. I wish I was up to take a trade off of it, but can't take them all. I'm just glad I know that I'd be like, okay, strategy, we're chilling. Breaker structure to the downside. We know that trend shift. Where did trend shift? Let's find where trend shift. Can you? This is gonna make an episode of Dora. Can you spot where trend shifted? It shifted right here, I believe, because it broke structure here, and obviously we could see that, you know, we could be like, okay, it's just a retrace, right? But we break that structure, and then we have all those other confluences that are telling us that it's bullish. We're not gonna trade against the market. If the market structure shift is changing, why would we change it? Why would we trade against the market, right? Because you just would have stopped out. But boom, change of character, change of order flow, all that good stuff. 12 RR, absolute juice. Yeah, that would have been pretty nice. And if you watched the Sunday analytics, you can see that our old confluences down here are being tapped into, and what do you know? Price taps into this order block, rallies, taps in, rallies, taps in, rallies, taps in, rallies, and rallies higher, and it came all the way down here, filled some orders inside this fair value gap. Obviously, there's plenty to fill. And this order block is absolutely ginormous. I don't know if it's actually it's actually that big, but whatever. Yeah, pretty sweet price action today. Hopefully the markets can stay like this because I'm quite enjoying the price action, because I only trade the New York Open. I don't trade any other sessions, so it's kind of hard. Like if you have days off or something, you know, you want to go out, you got to be in bed snoozing so you don't miss the morning. But as you can see, price action is just like, it's been quite nice after the government shutdown, which is crazy. I thought it would be pretty chop. I mean, it's kind of sideways chop, but there's a lot of nice trades you could have taken here, like this one. So other than that, I don't got much more to say. Good price action. Gonna be, should hopefully be an actual trade recap tomorrow. I ain't really doing anything today, so early bedtime for me, and good trades tomorrow. But other than that, hope you guys took some good trades today. If not, if you lost, losing's not a bad thing. Learn from it. Learn from your mistakes. Always keep learning. So I will catch you guys in the next trade recap. Peace out.